Another thing we need to be aware of in our environment is when time synchronization gets out of joint. When time synchronization is out of whack, we see some really weird things. First off, AP joins become almost impossible because we are not agreeing on a time sync. That's why it's so important to have an NTP server not just identified, but enabled and reachable. It is a well known attack plane to go after an NTP server. They are incredibly important in environments. They are essential for authentication. They are essential to go against replay attacks and different types of attack planes out there. So we must make sure that our NTP server is not only usable but believable, and everybody points there. Our wireless LAN controllers in our environment, our switches, our routers, our different servers in our environment. So an NTP server to rule them all, one time within your area. Now, time synchronization is also needed for mobility groups and logging. Think about how important keeping track of time is for logging. If an event happens, I have to be aware of when that took place with a certain degree of believability, right? Otherwise, I'm just guessing it when it happened, and there's no real flow. There's no real accountability for what happened in the environment. Can't sync it up to other things like cameras in my environment. So I can't track down who is using what terminal at what time to enter certain commands. Very important in the accountability process when you're dealing with security. Our AP joins require a bit of authentication and a bit of agreement there. So we have to agree on time, otherwise we can't have the authentication take place because it'll look like the time skew is too large. I sent out a request, 5 minutes later I get a request. That's not going to work out when I look at the timestamps. Um, so time synchronization really, everybody understands how important it is as administrators, important for other aspects of your environment as well. Make sure you have identified NTP server and point that NTP server if you have the ability to do so. If you can't point at an external NTP server, don't. But if you can, pick a low stratus number, right? Try and use NIST servers if possible. There are many public NIST NTP servers out there.